Good day, traders. This is Rich with some price action on the markets. Currently 4:03 p.m. February 22nd, 2022. So there's a lot of twos in there. Does that really matter? Not so much. Anyway, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. Like the video, share the video, and comment on the video. Hope everyone's doing well. Had a long weekend. Good long weekend, I should say. Took advantage of the time away from screens. Worked on other things. I'll spend time with your family and whatever you like to do. Anyway, today we had the markets gapping down pretty heavily. Long weekend for some really macro news going on in the Russia-Ukraine area. And I don't know how it's going to play out, but obviously there's a lot of fear out there, and that's going to put tension on the markets. Not so much earnings and things like that, or interest rates right now. It's very macro driven by the this potential war, which we hope no one gets into, of course. It's the last thing anyone wants is war, because what that means is people are going to die innocent all the way around. But that's my political rant for the moment. So today we had the markets gapping down. They had this nice bounce up, and I was able to take advantage of a move on Tesla real quick in and out. Probably could have gotten like 10 more points on it, but I was not comfortable holding anything long with the markets acting the way they've been acting. Actually, markets are moving up pretty good right here. They're moving up a little bit. And I'll just bring up my day here. Really simple trading. You look at the biggest names in the NASDAQ. You got the QQQ, you got the Apple, you got the AMD, and you got the Tesla. So pretty much AMD and Tesla were this morning. Apple was in the afternoon, and the QQQ was on this move down here. Finished the day up 179. Actually finished up on Friday. Actually, I don't know, it wasn't my last video, but I've had a pretty good streak going here. Just playing it really tight. Trading small size. Like this is like 100, 200 shares. At Tesla, 25 shares. I mean, minimal shares. So I'm not afraid, like, if it goes against me and I lose, I'll lose like 50 or 80 bucks. Versus if I'm dropping in 500 shares and I'm losing, 100, 300, $500. I'd rather, while the markets are acting like this and the markets are red like this up here on the left, I'm okay with just trading small, building the bankroll a little bit, and hopefully finding some good trading when that good trading comes around. I added all these stocks from some watch lists I follow, and I didn't look at them once. I didn't look at any of these. Maybe DWAC I looked for a second because that was acting all crazy. But all these other stocks, not even worth looking at today. I don't think so. Maybe in the pre-market, but I haven't been trading the pre-market. Like this MBCT, I mean, pretty much did this and then just was dead. These low float pieces of crap are not worth trading to me. Facebook's a little scary. I think what's going to happen with Facebook is it's going to keep going down. Kind of meander around this 200 level between 210 and probably 190. All the way through earnings, unless we have some crazy macro news or something like that. But once news or earnings comes out and people realize that Facebook's still making a chunk of money, I think they're going to bounce up pretty good. So I have some in on Facebook on a retirement account. I kind of got in on this dip here on this candle. Unfortunately, it's gone down against me. I'm in very small. This is again long term. I think Facebook PE is at like 17 or something like that. And yes, all this privacy stuff is going to affect their earnings, but I still think people are going to advertise on Facebook because it still has a lot of followers, and Instagram and everything else. So who knows what they're going to buy next? So Facebook's going to be in the game for quite some time. Now, will it make as much as it made a year ago or 2 years ago, where it was hitting 340? I mean, we're at 200 now on the daily. I feel comfortable that, if it gets down to like 180s, I might pick up a little bit more. And then my last buy-in would be like 140s if it gets down there. Again, very small shares. So just my little 2 cents for that. But AMD, real quick, it was definitely the strongest stock, and then it actually gapped up versus everything gapping it down on the Q. So this was one I was trading. Unfortunately, I really like this trade here. These are 5-minute candles. It's set up a little bit cleaner on 2 minutes. Maybe a little against me, but then I took off for like 3 points. It would have been a nice little trade. But the Tesla trade, kind of going around here, was this one here. You saw the high a day at 844.99. 845 was the trigger. I got in just before that, got the little bounce up there. Obviously, 5-minute candles make it look a lot easier to trade. I sold at I got in 845, got out 847.50, and it obviously ran up to 855 or something like that before coming back to my entry. Anyway, I'll take the 180, 179.63, whatever you want to call it, and call it a Tuesday. And you guys take care. Make sure you subscribe for new, like the video, share the video. Let me know if you have any questions. How's your trading going? This one last thing on the QQQ. I did trade it during the whip time, which is like that 350, where the market on call or market on close. A lot of action happens at 350. I don't know if you guys have been noticing in the last couple of years, but the markets get crazy at 350 every day. And I happened to be in a short trade and got a piece of that, but I could not see on my level 2, on my time and sales, and even on the matrix. I couldn't figure out where I was, so I kind of just got out, and I probably could have got another point, if not more. So I mean, if you look at the Qs here, this was the trade at 350 here, and it just went down these two candles, and of course at the end it popped up, but I mean, I had 337.42, which is around here, and then it went all the way down to 336.78. So, is what it is. No big deal. I just want to put that out there. So be careful around 350 for sure. That's been the case for TradeStation for some time. Anyway, have a good night. Talk to you soon.